Okay, good evening. Hope everyone is well. It's the 3rd of March, 2026. I'm actually releasing this pretty late. And yes, still some war trades, unfortunately. I, we hope there's good in the world and we can just keep praying for good. So yes, war trades in the sense that we know that's United States and Iran and Israel, and of course the entire Middle East. It's quite unsettled as we speak. And of course, we are traders, and this is what's driving the markets at the moment. We are looking for good setups. We are looking for what opportunities might be there because we know there tend to be opportunities amidst the chaos, and that's your job to well, profit from it in a way, make a living, you know, and again, do good with it, of course. So, just yesterday, I think I titled it oil, um, what was it again? Oil cues and Palantir. I think I kind of changed it actually towards the end. But yeah, let me just share my screen really. I will see. Today was actually markets was aggressively selling off today. And based on what I spoke about yesterday, I mean, to be fair, in the long run, we are still trapped. But how did it happen? Yesterday, markets ignored after a short rally, markets ignored it and it just went on a rampage. But eventually, we saw what happened. Yes, after the short ignoring. Eventually, markets picked up. But today, pre-market, everything was literally selling off aggressively. And, no matter what I talk about today, it actually still showed, even though it kind of got settled. But overall, I mean, let's see what I was talking about here. I've been saying the queues, so I'm going to actually extend it because I've been watching it up till 20th of February. Now, this is the 3rd of March. And again, if you look at the queues, we are still trapped. So S&P is not going anywhere yet. I think it hit the high of 639, and ever since he's lost about 30 points. But it's not a great deal really because the market's still very much strong. I think before, like I said, I couldn't find any good news, but now it looks like there's a lot going on. Well, the internals are moving, but the Qs are mean, to be fair, it's just 1% down year to date, but the last four months since October, it's kind of just stayed in one place. Now, let's look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin, on the other hand, Bitcoin actually ignored the news yesterday, ramped up just about, I think it clocked 70, but it's all giving it all back. And as you can see, so Bitcoin again is just right there. I mean, I was just saying today, yesterday, or yeah, earlier today, asking if Bitcoin could probably just hit 60. Look, I don't know. You could just see the double top there, or triple top actually, which got formed. So I'm expecting a form of capitulation before it bounces back up. But it's something I'm just watching because Bitcoin just couldn't it just couldn't make a way so far this year. And we know that Mr. Well, of course, it's an open thing. Mr. has been aggressively buying the dip. I think his average is just below 70 right now. So I'll say, the so far into the war, about 4 days into the war, markets hasn't actually given us any direction. And if I'm going to look into a few of the plays that happened today, I would say it's been really really nasty. So let's just pick out a few. I mean, but because we can't say anything without talking about oil. Sorry, it's a bit late. I did talk about oil yesterday. I was saying the market was gunning for 70, and you could see it broke the trend, ran into 70. And, as the story still develops, things still getting hot. We're talking about the Hormuz now, the Strait of Hormuz, which takes about 20% of the world's oil via that core access with Iran. extremely important. Iran is threatening about blocking it, and we've got to be careful. We can't just, think oil is a short right now. I think oil now, so you can see the trend has actually changed to horizontal. Well, not exactly horizontal, but it might just be something technical now before it bounces. But I don't think it's over yet. I was calling for 77 yesterday. It's kind of, we could see it right there. It hits bang on 77 before reversal. So, I think I was looking at level two yesterday, and it did show there was orders, being placed all the way to 77. So, that's just something I'm looking at, patience. I just think we might get capitulation upside for the oil, take out the liquidity before eventual reversal. So, something I've got to be patient on before, or I would recommend anyone takes it on at all. And I think before that, I don't think. So soybean as well, soybean oil futures especially. I've been talking about watching out for that, and we can see how that's been creeping up, creeping up. Also today, I think literally everything collapsed today. Gold was down. Let's just look at gold. Gold was down today, but look at that. It's gently picked up again. It's a sinking tide. We just sink everything, really. It will sink all shapes. Silver was also down. I didn't actually look at silver today, but silver was also down. But you can see everything is picking up. So it just shows that the risk is still very much there in the market. Risk is still very much there. If you look at now, a few of the, we had a few gappers, to be fair, which I was able to come out of two positions. I think we'll talk about it anyway. MongoDB, that was from yesterday's earnings, that just collapsed aggressively, 22% down. We also have Credo. Credo just couldn't take any credit. I think that was another earning disaster yesterday. It's just some of these guys have run up so much. It's time they just lose or shed that weight. And you've got to understand that the what's it called? The market is expecting any hint of sip of a bad news, it's going to get cut down aggressively. Archer, ACHR, Archer Aviation as well. If you look at Archer Aviation, yep, there you go. So all these guys 10 down. I remember in the group, I think I did say something about how Archer is going to be, it's going to get knocked down by a lot, really. I did mention that in the group when someone asked me about it. So we've got Archer, we got just looking at a few of them. I'm seeing STNE. I did say this is not, I thought it was someone was thinking it's probably risk-free. Well, not risk-free, thinking it was due for upside. But I thought the story was just hot with Latin American trade. And you can see right there again that it's aggressively cutting 19% down. So, you might think you just want to buy the dip, but you've got to be careful. Now even one of the favorites right there, ALAB. I've been calling out for these for sub 100. You know, it was hot with AI, and you could see it right from 262. If you've been patient enough, you could see it's been aggressively coming down. So is it time for reversal? Honestly, I don't know. But for now, I'm just staying away, being patient. Palantir. Palantir is another one, as long as the war is hot, I expect Palantir to be hot. I mean, like I said yesterday, is it time for the reversal? I mean, if I'm going to look at it right here, probably, we'll see. Could it go down before it goes back up to all-time high? But now it's, from the lows of 128, I think about 20 points up, Palantir is showing great recovery right there. So I haven't got a dog in the fight, so, I can't really say. I was also talking about what's it called? The miners, and I was asking, of the gold miners, I said, are they reversing now? Or, is there something wrong? But let's see what we got with the gold miners. I was looking at a few of them. Sorry, hold on a second, bear with me. And okay, there you go. So I was looking at SBSW. SBSW, this was something I was watching from $4 and I just couldn't get in. Eventually, I watched it. Huge collapse again. So, you've got to be able to find relationships, in your trading SGML. again, Signal Lithium down 10%. So this thing broken, but we don't know yet. But anyway, today one of the best plays for me was I was able to come out of Circle. Circle was something which we got in at 60. Honestly, it got to 100. I think that's more than decent. That's one there. Also, I think we had what's the word? We had earnings delivered from Targets as well, Target Corporation. I think Target because of the heat in the market. But Target still made a great 6% bounce, out there. I was looking out for 120 Target really. So I got my target there for Target and that no pun intended, but that was good. So anyway, tomorrow we still have some, but I try not to be greedy, you know, get out, leave the rest for whatever it is out there. But especially if you're just trading it, if you're investing, that's a totally different case. I think I'm just looking at if I miss any overnight plays regarding earnings, we tend to look at them and oh, can't find any. Okay. I know that, yep, CrowdStrike was one, which was an earnings which we were looking at. I don't know how it performed after hours, wasn't really sure. Also, AutoZone as well. I mean, this one's here, we'll probably look at them tomorrow. But um, yeah, that's expected. But that was pre-earnings the day. So we haven't really, and of course, C as well, apart from Target, which I've been able to explore. I don't know. I'm actually interested to see how C will perform. So C Limited, SE. Uh, don't tell me they changed the name. There you go, SE. Ooh. Look at that. That's the art of patience. Yes, I was watching this I think I was in at 30, got to 66. I thought I lost it. And then, of course, it ran all the way to 200 and now it's been cut in half. So patience all through. So anyway, this is something I was looking at. And if you know me, I love Tesla, but sometimes when a stock deserves to come down, I think it should come down. And I've been saying this stock, I said, Tesla owes me money. That's what I keep saying. Everyone knows my slang in the group. I've been saying Tesla owes me money. I expect it to come below 400. I think it hasn't really given much away because it's banking on the AI trade. But we'll see how it goes long term. I mean, I expect the markets is weak and Tesla might just keep going back on. But finally, ON. They had earnings as well. I don't know how it played, but we know most of the stocks you look in today has been weak. And of course, well, expectedly, ON is weak too. So we hope tomorrow is going to be another better day. If there's no setup, we do nothing. If there is the setup, then of course we play accordingly. So until then, guys, I hope you all had a great trading day. We hope to see you on the field tomorrow.